massive warm welcome to our bite-sized live Q&A today. For today's session, this is for future undergraduate students who are hopefully going to be joining us this coming September. My name is Charlie. I'm from External Relations, and I'm going to be with you for the next 15 minutes. For those of you who are joining us live, you can also submit your questions through our live chat, which will remain open over the next 30 minutes. I know we're going to be joined with people from all across the world today, so it'd be really great if you can just pop in the live chat where you're tuning in from, just so we can see where you all are at the moment. We've had lots of pre-submitted questions, so I'm going to kind of go through those over the next 15 minutes, but please do, like I say, pop your questions in that live chat there as well. So firstly, we've received lots and lots of questions from those of you who applied and are waiting to find out if you've been made an offer. Our admissions team are working so hard to get through all your applications as quickly as possible. So please be patient. But for people who are submitting applications before the 31st of January deadline, we will usually respond to those before the end of March. But we do have up until kind of May the 16th to kind of make any of those decisions. So just please, like I said, please be patient with that. If you have applied and you're still waiting to hear from us, or maybe you've received an offer already, congratulations. It's a really great idea to start thinking about accommodation options. So you're kind of prepared as early as possible. So our accommodation booking system should open over the next few weeks. So if you visit our website, you can see on the screen there, you'll actually be able to sign up for any notifications to be told once the application portal is open. But we have so many different accommodation options available, most of which are walking distance from campus. So as you can see on the screen, go and have a little look around each of the different accommodations, see which one kind of suits you. All our accommodation fees include Wi-Fi and the utility bills, and also you'll have access to support of staff and trained students who will basically be there to help you settle in and kind of support you through your time living in the residence. So you can apply for accommodation as soon as you have firmly accepted your offer from us. And accommodation, we have a guarantee for accommodation for all first-year students, providing you have applied before the deadline of the 14th of July, as well as accepting an offer from us. What I would recommend you do, check out our website, look at the admissions policies, but then also obviously look around all those different accommodations and see kind of which one is going to suit you properly as well. We also have questions about obviously private accommodation. So not everyone wants to live in University of Glasgow accommodation, and the City of Glasgow has a whole range of different private accommodation available, accommodation options available. One of the great things about this is they're spread all around Glasgow. So the University of Glasgow is based in the West End, but these accommodations can be in and around Glasgow city centre and then slightly further afield. One of the great things about that, if you are, say, based in the city centre, is Glasgow has really great transport links. So basically, you can get the bus or the subway straight out to the West End where the university is. And actually, we have a free bus travel card if you're under 22, and that's a Scottish government thing for young person travel cards. So if you're under 22, you're coming to live in Glasgow, make sure you get one of those as well. If you're also looking for a private accommodation, you can find top tips from current students, basically, who are living here in those private accommodation, and these are advertised through the Student Representative Council or the SRC web pages. So I'd recommend go and have a look at that if you're wanting to look at the University of Glasgow accommodation as well. So we've also had some questions come through asking about opportunities to actually come and visit the university and the campus itself. So those of you with an offer, and you can see on the screen there the list of all the options that we have. We are actually holding an offer holder day on our main campus on Tuesday, the 26th of March. This is a really great chance for you to explore the campus. You can come and speak to academic staff, you can speak to current students, and basically find out a bit more about the university and the facilities that we have to offer. And also, if you have any questions, this is a great chance for you to ask them in person. If you can't make that, don't worry. We also have an online offer holders day, and that's on the 2nd of May. For those of you who are joining our Dumfries campus, they also offer an Offer Holders Day, and that's held on Saturday, the 20th of April. So lots of really good opportunities to come up and visit the university for these events. If these dates don't work out with your schedule, don't worry, there are other opportunities. So we actually offer campus tours, and these are really regularly over the next few months. They're actually led by current students, so our student ambassadors. And basically, it's a really good way to have a tour around the university, pointing out all the kind of key areas that you'll be spending your time as a student, as well as actually being able to speak to a current student and ask what it's like to be studying and living there as well. Again, if you're unable to visit the campus, don't worry. We also have other opportunities coming. So we offer online information sessions led by both staff and students. So we're offering these two different sessions. The staff-led ones by the recruitment team cover everything from kind of your degree structure, student finance, if you're looking at applying, how to apply, as well as a little bit about the university kind of clubs and societies. And then we have the student-led ones. So if you kind of already know about your degree and you've already applied and all that kind of stuff, but you just want to know what it's like to actually be a student at Glasgow, we have these student-led information sessions. And basically they're going through, maybe they've moved to Glasgow, what it was like to move there, find an accommodation, their clubs and societies they're part of, all that kind of stuff as well. So they're really two really good information sessions that we're offering kind of over the next few months. And then finally, we also have regional information evenings. So if none of these dates that you can see there fit your schedule, we're actually bringing the university to you. So we will be going all around the UK to London, Newcastle and Belfast. And we're basically, this is a chance if you have any questions and you haven't been able to come up and speak to us in person, to speak to staff and to current students about the university as well. So there'll be a presentation, but there'll also be a chance to kind of ask questions and things like that as well. So if you're interested in any of these opportunities, go visit our website and kind of see which one kind of suits you best as well. We always get asked about if you can speak to current students, and the answer is absolutely yes, of course you can. Obviously, the opportunities I've just mentioned, but we also have an Ask a Student service. And basically, this allows you to chat to students online, and these are kind of done by our student volunteers. You can see on the screen there that basically you can filter this by the subject area you're interested in and even the country that you're from, and then you can submit your question. And this basically is a great way for you to actually speak to someone who's in the know, who's doing this already. They might have a similar background to you, come from same country as you, studying a similar subject. So it's a really great opportunity to actually speak to someone online about what it's like to be a student here at Glasgow as well. So another question we get asked, and we've had loads about this, is about funding and how to apply for funding. So for those of you who are UK students, basically the best way to do it is to apply to your relevant funding awarding body. So you can see there on the screen, there's a different one based on where you are living. So England, Wales and Northern Ireland and Scotland. For tuition fees, you get your tuition fees, and then you also get a loan to cover that, and you're guaranteed to get the full amount for that. And then you also have a living cost loan or a maintenance loan, and this also is from the government. This living cost loan is normally based on your household income. So it's a separate application to apply for student funding. So I'd recommend starting your application as soon as possible. And then that means you're guaranteed to get your tuition fees and your living cost loan ready for September as well. So do a lot of research, go to the awarding body that's relevant for you. A lot of these also have funding calculators as well, so you can actually work out how much money you might be eligible for as well. So it's well worth having a little look, spend a little bit of time, obviously sit down with parents or guardians, because obviously you need the household income information, and kind of go through this application with them as well. So that's the best thing to do if you're kind of wondering what you need to be doing now. Start looking at your student funding as well. Okay. And then the other question we always get asked about is obviously scholarships. So you can see there on the website, on the screen, we actually have an amazing scholarship database. And basically you can filter this by your course again, as well as your country. And then it'll bring up all the scholarships that you might be eligible for. Some of these scholarships are automatic, which basically means you don't need to apply for them. They're automatically added, and you'll be told when you enroll with us. Some of them also have an application with certain criteria as well. So what I'd recommend you do is go on, click into each of the scholarships, read a bit about them, find out how much the scholarship is eligible for, and then also about the application. And this basically will give you an insight if you're eligible to this or not. You don't want to get to the end of your 3 or 4 years and realize actually there's some money that you've missed out on. Because the great thing about scholarships is you don't need to repay them. So it's money that goes straight into your bank account, or it might be a tuition fee discount or something like that. But it's really there to help and support you through your studies. So like I mentioned, we've got various scholarships, things like tuition fee discounts for international students. There's travel bursaries if you're a Scottish student. And we also have the Excellence Scholarship if you are from the rest of the UK, so England, Wales and Northern Ireland. So please do go spend a little bit of time looking on the scholarship database, find out if there's anything that you might be eligible for, and then put an application in as well, because you just never know. There might be a little bit of money that might just help support you while you are studying at the university itself. And then I think this is the last question that I've got to ask was, and we've had a lot about this, and it's so important to kind of be aware of this, is asking what kind of support is available and on offer here at the University of Glasgow. So the nice short answer is there's lots of support available, but we provide a variety of support across the university, and this is everything from disability service, counselling, housing, finance, and they're there for you to use. In the Fraser building on campus, so right opposite the library, you'll find our student services inquiry team, and they basically can help you with a range of inquiries, especially on arrival when you're trying to find your feet, get settled into university of life. It's also within your own subject area. There is student support officers, and they're basically there to help, again, assist you from wellbeing to study support. It is a huge jump kind of going from school or college to university, as well as possibly even moving away from home. There's a lot of things happening, and it's okay to need support. And the great thing about the student support that we have is that you can use it as much or as little as you want, and it's so completely there for you to use kind of throughout your time at the university as well. We also, as I mentioned earlier, we have the SRC, or the Student Representative Council. They also offer independent support as well. So it's well worth having a little look at both the support services and any advice as well through the SRC. So just to be aware of what is available and whether you need to use it or not once you come to the university. The other thing is, if you do have a disability or anything like that, make sure you pop it in your UCAS application, just so that we can then put in support that you might need ahead of time when you come to university. So please do kind of spend a little bit of time thinking about that as well. So unfortunately, I think that's all I have time for today. It's been short but sweet. But if you're joining us live and you have any further questions, my colleagues in the chat will be continuing to answer those for the next kind of 15 or so minutes. But I really hope you found it useful today. Good luck with your application, and I hope to be welcoming you to Team UofG very soon in the not too distant future. Best of luck with your application, and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.